So, Prithu, you have, yes, yes. The mic is not working. Oh.
Hari. Jai Gurudev Guruji, good morning. What is the destination of a person who practices devotion on individual basis and is not part of any institution, not follow any guru, but takes guidance regarding sadhana from genuine, bona fide source like Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita?
I have to read again your question.
Basically, is a...
No, it's...
Yeah.
With your accent, it's a bit difficult for me to really understand. So I would look for your message. Where is it now? So, Jai Gurudev.
Good morning.
Did you understand what he asked?
Yes.
They're next to you. What is the destination of a person who practices devotion on an individual basis and is not part of an institution, not followed any guru, but take guidance regarding sadhana from genuine sources like Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita? You see, especially nowadays, for the celebrity is a trend to follow a guru, to say, yes, we have a guru. And we are doing this practice and that practice. How much sincerity are there inside of that? Don't know. You see, and also another trend is, nowadays you see people read little bit of books and they think they have known all the knowledge already. Even when you read the Bhagavatam or you read the Bhagavad Gita, let's say if you're not following a certain path, it's okay to read it, which is very important because it is giving you a certain preparation. No. Because you see, in the Bhagavad or in the Gita itself, there is many things, but with an individual mind, even if you're practicing it regularly, religiously, reading the Bhagavad Gita, but yet you doesn't have a certain path, what happens is doubt will arise inside of your mind. Because you see, what Bhagavan Krishna spoke to Arjuna, you can fashion it in your own way. You can create it in your own way. You can have your own understanding. But your own understanding doesn't mean it is right for you to advance. What is happening behind there? Sounds very dodgy. So it is very important when you are on the spiritual path to have the clear understanding of what you are reading about. And that you can do only when you take shelter at the feet of the right master. So you have to have that longing inside of you. You have to have that seekingness inside of you. If you don't have the seekingness inside of you, you will not understand anything. Because you see, the scriptures hold a certain degree, but we can understand it if we read about it, yes, and take it word by word. But Bhagwan, when he's talking about, he don't talk about just the mere word, but we are reading about it. Especially the Gita is so coded, but we can't. Yesterday I gave one verse from the Gita, just an example of it, you know. Chapter 6, verse 13. Now, we take that verse itself, you know. It's a very simple verse where Bhagavan said, sit in a very relaxed way, in a very straight way, and focus your gaze upon the tip of your nose. Yes or no? How many of you have done it? Come on, be proud, lift your hand very high. You have done something very good. Come on. What have you understand by that? Have you really understand something? Eh? You are following the spiritual path, even that one is a Swamini. But yet, the deep understanding, just by the simplicity of that verse itself, if you take it word for word, you will all sit there at the fool, focusing the eyes on the nose tip. Do you see the tip of your nose? No, you need a mirror in front of your nose to be able to see the tip of your nose. That will be your action. No? That's what you have done. What will happen? You will put strain upon your head. Your eyes will start paining. First you have headache. Because you have just read about it and you've been following what you read. You see, this is the problem of nowadays. You know, very often you hear people read about Kundalini Yoga. Of course, the yogis go through a certain experience when they feel that vibration inside of their body, when they are awakening into that divine aspect inside, they feel a certain vibration inside the body. Of course, the body can't hold. The body starts to vibrate. And foolish people who just read that, what they do, they also sit and start vibrating. No? But this is a stupidity of the mind, because that's what, that is when a seeker, you know, your seeking is true. You want something, but yet the right understanding of just a simple verse from the Gita itself have a deeper meaning. When Bhagavan is saying to Arjuna, yes, focus your gaze upon your tip of the nose, he didn't tell you to really, since with your mind, with your eyes focusing on the tip of the finger of the nose. No, what he meant is the attention when you are sitting inside must goes into the direction of the 45 degrees. When the attention is raised, is focusing upon that direction. What he's meaning by that, I am standing in front of you. Either your attention should be at the feet of the Lord, or at the heart of the Lord, or at the face of the Lord. Here, there, down. That's it. That's what he means by focusing the gaze upon. Seeing the Lord in front of you, and your mind is fully absorbed into that. But how many will understand that? You will read about it. Yes, I'm very sincere on my spiritual path. I'm practicing it daily. Yes or no? But yet, you don't progress because you have understanding completely wrong. This is where the master is very important. The teacher is very important in one life. But not all kind of teacher. In chapter 4, verse 34, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, what kind, how you should approach, you know, the teacher. Approach the spiritual master, prostrate, inquire, and render service unto him. And he shall impart to you the true knowledge. He didn't say just go there. What are you going to do there? No? First, prostration. No? Prostration means emotionally involving yourself into that. Not just I prostrate myself without any meaning. When you prostrate yourself, there is the whole being into that. There is the full emotion into action into that. That sincerity. I am humbling myself. I am prostrating myself in front of you. Please impart that knowledge upon to me. He said, yes, I go. Nowadays you see that very clearly. Yeah, I go to darshan. What did I go to in darshan? I look at him. Okay, one. You go to the zoo, you look at the monkey also. Huh? That's what is darshan? That's what people does. They go to the zoo and see the animal. That is not darshan. It's not about seeing only. You know? You go, Guruji, what have you come? I have come. What have you come here? I have come to see you. Okay, you have seen me. You can see me in the picture also. Because Guru is not just the physical. Guru is the presence, in your life. The presence, but wherever you are, the Guru is with you. So that presence of the Master is everywhere. So you can perceive the Master in everything and everywhere. So you come to the Guru, you have darshan, nothing changed, you go back. Yes, he have looked into my eyes, I have felt something. How long will I keep that feeling inside of me? Very short. Because there's no progression of things. Yes, you have come, you have had darshan, you have seen the Guru, then you have some people will bring some nice prasad, some things, and they will sit there. You see that very often. They are just there sitting. What are they watching? Sitting and looking at the Guru eating. It's just like when you go to the zoo, you throw peanuts to the monkey or to the birds and expect it to, when you're sitting there and watching the bird or the monkey are eating. Huh? What have you profit? Nothing. The same, you do prayer. It's easy to pray. No? You light a candle when you go to the church, you go break a coconut, light a lamp, and all this are very easy. But to take shelter of the Master is very difficult. That's why people find it very easy just to read a book and just follow it. And they just practice little bit of the outside, that's what I said, just to pray on the outside, to chant on the outside, to just do whatever you want without a really certain discipline in yourself. It's very easy. Then you are not, it is very, you're not prepared yet to have the shelter of the Master. So that's why you see very often many people come, but many people also leave. Because they think when they come on the spiritual path, it has to be the way they have fashioned into the mind. Bhagavan said, no, inquire. So when you go to a doctor, doctor, I have come to your place. Yes, my dear, what have you come here to do? I have come to see you. Do you think the doctor will be happy? When I go to Anshul place, I say, Anshul, not me. Swami Prantapa, no, I have come just to see you. You're beautiful, I have come to see you. He will get a good kick and throw you out. Wait, you go to a lawyer. Lawyer, I have come to see you. You're so beautiful. Say, fine. Each minute count. You will have a wonderful bill afterwards. Only one time you will go. You will not go again. So you see, you go in the ashram, but yet you don't participate into it. You don't involve yourself into it. Yeah, but in the verse, Bhagavan Krishna said, yes, involve yourself. Not just go to the Master, I've seen you. Guru don't care about this. He has something better to do with his life. Do you think he has time only to waste on looking at your face, looking at him in a paranoid way? Huh? No. So Bhagavan said, inquire, ask, question. Remove all this doubt from your mind. Mind is full of doubt. Even when you read the Bhagavad Gita, you read anything, the mind will start to judge. The mind will start to question. But would you understand in deepness what it is? No, you will not. They said, inquire. That's why the Gurus gave Satsang. So that the mind doesn't create fantasy. It makes it clear where you stand, where your standpoint is. then that's what you have to adapt yourself towards that. Somebody which is not practicing, not following the Guru, they still go into that delusion. But yet, it is a good delusion because it is preparing them. Preparing them, make them aware. Yes, I'm doing all these things. Yes, I remember once I was in America, I was talking to one devotee who had been practicing meditation for more than 40 years. And then she came for satsang, for bhajan kirtan. And she said to me, Guruji, I know what I was missing. That involvement. They said, I have read many books, yes, but I have never felt anything. I have read books about how to feel, how to love, how to meditate. But yet, I have never succeeded. And even if I have practiced that for 40 years, I have never felt what I felt now. Yes, it is like that. So that's why I said, inquire at the feet of the Master. Inquire means have that mind open. You have to have an open mind. If you doesn't have an open mind, you will not be able to grasp what the Master is giving you. Just like very often we ask, how I will go and search for my Guru. Have you heard that? Many people say that I went to search for my Guru. You know, I have found my Guru. Of course, I went to the Himalayas, I was sitting there, and I saw this beautiful sadhu sitting in deep meditation, and I knew straight away that was my Guru. And I went to him, I said, "Oh, you my Guru?" And the sadhu looked at him and said, "That's a good disciple. I can use that one to go and fetch my water and do my thing. Okay, let's take him." No? That's what the people does, you know? Because there's somebody sitting on the Himalayas thinking that it is so great. No. It is not you that go in search of the Guru. It is the Guru that come to you by his own accord when you are ready. Have you seen bees flying? Does the flower go to the bees? Or the bees fly to the flower? It doesn't matter. You know, where the flower is. It can be in the garbage, full of garbage. If there is one flower there, the bees will fly, ignoring all the garbage around, fly to that flower and pollinate that flower itself. There is not a single flower in this world that have not been pollinated. Even if that flower is in the Himalayas itself, the bees can't go up there. Srimad Narayana himself will take the form of the bees and go and pollinate that flower. So it is not because of you want it. No. What you have done into your life, you have made yourself ready. Just like the flower, imagine the flower will sit there and say, I will sit close like that and wait for the bees to come, then I will open up. Will the bees attract? Will the bees come to that bulb? No, it will never come. It will fly around, it will go away. What attracts the bees is that fragrance of the flower, the beauty of the attractive color of the flower. When the flower open up, what the disciple have to do? They have to open up. Your mind have to be open to receive. Then the Master will come and instruct you. That is intellectual. Emotional, intellectual. Then Bhagavan said, Pada Seva. Service to the master. Very often when people hear that, they say, yes, I have to serve the master. But the master don't need your service. You think that, yes, the master needs your service. The master doesn't need your service. What the master does, he do it for your sake. He allowed you to serve so that you can transform, so that you can be able to hold what he wants to give. It's a preparation that he put you into it. And this is the beauty of surrendering. Here you have all three. The emotion, the physical, and the intellectual. Yeah, Bhagavan said, but yes, by serving him, he may impart to you the knowledge of the true self. No? Why? Because he already sit into that. He sit into the state of self-realization. He sit in the state of God realization. Because he hold that, he can give it. If he doesn't hold that, he can't give. So, due to that state, he imparted when you are ready. If you are super ungrounded, how would he give it? You are still sitting there and look at him like in a monkey in the zoo, nothing else. And that what is, what you say, yes, I'm doing my spiritual path. No, you are not doing anything. You are just on the first stage. You have not advanced. He can't impart that to you. So that's why many people find it easy to read books. They can read thousands of books, but yet don't attain to even a grain of bliss. They can read about love, but yet they don't feel anything. So that happens only when one takes shelter at the feet of the Master. When the Master really cleanses you. When by transforming your mind, you're cleansing the mind, you're purifying your heart, then you will be able to have darshana. Then only you can have the true vision. That's what the Master does, purifying you. But unto that he said, yes, it is a constant work, into progress. You have to carry on doing it. You can't just sit there and say, yes, it is like that. I am on my spiritual path, finish. No, it is not like that. That purification of the mind and purification of the heart must happen. And that doesn't happen when you have book knowledge only. That's why Bhagavan specifically said it, by taking shelter of the feet of the Master. Prostrate yourself, one thing. Inquire and serve. That service makes you humble. No? If you understand the deepness of service itself, you will understand. But whatever the Master does, it's not for the Master himself. He's doing it for me to transform, for me to change. And this is the beauty of really surrendering. So your question was, what happened? But they're still in progress, you see. Even if they are not ready yet, they are making themselves ready. When the time comes, they will open up. Right now, they're still about bud, a flower bud only. So the Master the bees will fly around, but will have no relation with that flower. But when that flower is open up, when that mind is open up, then it will attract. You have to make yourself ready. So just simple example, you go to search for a job, okay? You're looking for a job, what do they ask you? First they ask you qualification, yeah? They will not just give you the job like that, they will call you for an interview. Imagine you go to the interview and said, what is your degree, what is your qualification? I fail. I came directly from the college and I'm looking for a job directly. You know, I want to become a great researcher. Do you think they will agree with you? Say, yes, come. Eh? No, no one will take you. What, do you want them to ruin their business? That's why they will take such a fool like you? No, they will not. They will interview you, 1 interview, 2 interview, 3 interview. Then they will tell you, no. You are not qualified for that. Do you think Bhagavan will give himself just like that to you? The Guru will impart to you that grace of that bliss if you don't know how to handle it? No, he will never. Because that is the greatest blessing a devotee have in the life, is that state of truly surrender to the feet of the Master. That doesn't happen just like that. It happened after countless of lives, countless of sadhana you have done. You have made yourself ready and open up. Don't think that you are already here. No, many of you are not ready at all. But yet you have that potential to be ready. Because very often you will hear, yes, I am in yellow, I am in orange, I am in red, I am in white, of course I am ready. No. Don't be fooled on the outside only. That the Master don't perceive that, you know. The Master perceives only when one is sincerely ready. Interviews is giving to make yourself ready. But you have to build up your mind, you have to transform your mind, you have to transform that old mindset that you have hold upon into the new mindset which the Master is imparting. If that mind doesn't change, nothing will change. If your heart is not purified from all samskaras, nothing will change. That you have to do. Master come to remind you on and on about that. So, they are still on the process. To those who's only finding book knowledge, they're not yet ready for diving into that ocean of love. So, Jai Gurudev.